Hi, I'm Jeff, and this is
Harry!
and we're here in Burlington City with the Burlington County Historical Society and
Children's History Center!
and we're in front of a very historic house. Harry, why are you wearing that hat? It looks like a Civil War officer's hat.
Because we're here in front of the home of the famous Civil War general, Ulysses S. Grant. He lived here in the last days of the Civil War.
Really? Oh, yes, I think I remember that. And he rented this house. The reason he was able to find this house in Burlington, he wanted to be away from Washington, D.C., of course, because it was very close to the Confederate Army, and he didn't want his family in danger. He wanted them in a safe place where the kids could go to school. And right across the street, his former West Point professor, Captain Minor Knowlton, he lived there, and he could watch the kids. He could even do better than that and teach his two boys, because Captain Knowlton taught at what was called Burlington College. It's now part of Doane now. The buildings don't exist, but it's really the same institution. And in fact, his daughter, Grant's daughter, went to St. Mary's, which is now part of Doane as well. St. Mary's Hall is the full name. And so this was a very good place for his family to be. He was fighting in Virginia a lot, but he would come and visit them in 1864, 1865. And what really tragic event happened in April of 1865 in Washington, D.C.?
Lincoln was assassinated.
Lincoln was shot. He was assassinated. And on that day, who was going to go to the theater with Lincoln before he decided not to?
Ulysses S. Grant.
That's right, and his wife. And they decided to visit the children instead. So they came here. He was on his way. He was in Philadelphia. He found out what happened at the train station there. He had a special train go up. This is around midnight. Bring his wife here with him. He dropped her off and then went right back to Washington to see what was going on. So this is a very historic house, Harry, don't you think?
Yeah.
And now we're in St. Mary's Church graveyard, and we're just about a half a block away from both the Grant house and Minor Knowlton's house. And here's Minor Knowlton's grave. Now, Harry, I was saying that Minor Knowlton, Captain Knowlton, was teaching Grant things at West Point. What was one of the subjects he was teaching him?
I think he was teaching him artillery, because look, there's a mortar up there. And to those of you who don't know what a mortar is a small type of cannon.
Oh, yeah, it is a mortar. Yes. So I think you're right, Harry. I think you're right. I don't know how good a student he was, but he turned out to be a very great general, and he became something else, Harry. What did he become? U.S. Grant.
A president.
A president of the United States. That's right. Well, this has been another episode of On the Road in Burlington County. This is
Harry.
And I'm Jeff, signing off.